Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, coin collectors and history buffs. Did you know that a simple penny, a 2005 1-cent coin, could actually be worth millions of dollars? No, it's not a typo. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating story that could change the way you look at your spare change forever. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started with the incredible value and history behind the 2005 1-cent coin. First, let's start with the basics. In 2005, the U.S. Mint produced the standard Lincoln 1-cent coin. It's familiar, right? A copper-plated zinc penny that features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this particular year so special? The 2005 1-cent coin was part of the ongoing tradition that began in 1909, celebrating the 16th President of the United States. But here's the catch, it's not the design that makes these coins so valuable today. Instead, it's the rarity, the mistakes, and the unexpected twists in coin minting that lead to some of these pennies being worth far more than their face value. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny. How could it be worth millions? But sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that didn't quite make it out of the minting process correctly. In 2005, a few pennies slipped through the cracks with some very rare errors. These minting errors, when found, can send coin collectors into a frenzy, driving the price of a single penny into the hundreds, thousands, or even millions. Take the off-center 2005 penny for example. These are extremely rare, and when found, can fetch up to thousands of dollars. Why? Because these errors are often caused by a mistake in the coin stamping process. When the coin is misaligned during minting, part of the design gets cut off, making it a one-of-a-kind error that collectors love to get their hands on. But what about something even rarer? Enter the 2005 double die penny. This is one of the most sought-after errors in the world of numismatics. A double die error occurs when the coin die, the part that stamps the design onto the blank coin, hits the coin twice in slightly different positions. The result? The design is doubled, giving the coin a unique look with a blurry or distorted inscription. The 2005 double die penny is incredibly rare, and it can sell for thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. In fact, some specimens have even reached prices close to $50,000 or more. So, if you have a 2005 penny with a double date or lettering, you may be holding a small fortune. But here's where the story takes a jaw-dropping turn. There have been rumors of a 2005 penny worth a whopping $300 million. Yes, you heard that right, $300 million. How is that even possible? Well, in 2005, there was a very rare error coin, a 1-cent piece that got a little more than just an off-center strike or double die. This particular penny is said to have a combination of rare errors, potentially making it one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Some reports even suggest that if this penny ever hits the auction block, it could sell for as much as $300 million, possibly breaking records in the world of numismatics. Now, you may be wondering, how can a penny be worth so much? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. In the world of rare coins, the market is constantly evolving, and collectors are always on the lookout for that one unique item that could be worth a fortune. Coins with minting errors like the double die or off-center strikes are often highly valued due to the fact that they are one-of-a-kind. The rarer the error, the higher the value. And for the right collector or investor, even a coin worth a few dollars could become an incredibly valuable asset. So, what should you look for if you want to see if your 2005 pennies could be worth big money? Start by checking for any obvious errors. Look for double die strikes, off-center impressions, or any irregularities in the design. If you spot something unusual, it's worth taking it to a professional numismatist for appraisal. Even a slight variation can make a huge difference in value. So, the next time you grab some change, take a moment to look at those pennies, especially the 2005 ones. With the right error, you could be holding on to a treasure worth far more than just 1 cent. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of collectibles. Until next time, keep hunting for hidden treasures. Next 2010 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we've got a fascinating story about a rare and valuable coin that you might think is just a typical penny, but trust me, it's far from it. In fact, this 1-cent coin from 2010 could be worth a mind-blowing $30 million. That's right, a coin that most people would overlook or toss into their piggy bank is actually the subject of one of the most mysterious and valuable finds in numismatic history. Stick around because this story is packed with surprising twists, and we're about to break it all down. So grab your magnifying glass, let's dive into the value, history, and the crazy story behind the 2010 D1 cent coin. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2010 D1 cent coin, as you can see, looks like any regular penny you might find in your pocket. It features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, that's the front, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, which is the iconic design that has been used since 1959. Cut to close-up of coin with sound effects of a coin clinking on a table. It was minted by the U.S. Mint in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark you'll see on the coin. Nothing too special, right? But that's where the mystery starts. Here's where the plot thickens. You see, most people don't know this, but the 2010 D1 cent coin wasn't even supposed to exist in the first place. The U.S. Mint, in its official records, showed that number 2010 D pennies were actually supposed to be made. There was a mistake in the production process, and suddenly, a handful of 2010 D pennies ended up being struck. Let me say that again, a mistake at the mint, and a small batch of these coins was released into circulation. They're rare, but not just rare because they were few in number. No, they're rare because these errors were completely unintentional, and that's exactly why they're so valuable. Now, the error that changed everything? It's the die used in the coin's production. Normally, the U.S. Mint uses specific dies to strike coins with the right design. But in this case, a wrong die was accidentally used, causing a major mistake in the coin's appearance. Cut to close-up shots of two different pennies, one showing normal features, and the other showing the unusual error. When you look at these coins side by side, you can see the error. The 2010 D penny has a slight misalignment in its design, the details aren't as sharp as they should be. That misalignment is the key factor that makes this coin unique and so sought after by collectors. But here's where it gets even more interesting. So why is a regular penny worth so much? Well, it all comes down to scarcity and collector demand. These 2010 D1 cent coins are incredibly rare, and finding one in good condition is nearly impossible. Only a handful of these error coins are believed to still be in circulation, and the ones that have been found are often in poor shape, making the ones in better condition even more valuable. Experts say that a 2010 D penny in perfect condition could easily fetch upwards of $100,000 at auction, and even higher if the error is particularly pronounced. But here's the jaw-dropping part, there's one coin in particular, reportedly sold for an astonishing $30 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2010 D penny, sold for a whopping $30 million. This wasn't just any penny, it was a flawless, error-free specimen, the rarest of the rare. A coin that was never meant to be, but somehow, by a stroke of fate, ended up in the hands of an incredibly lucky collector. The collector who found this penny had no idea just how much it would be worth until they brought it to an expert. And when the coin was appraised, the numbers blew everyone away. This is a perfect example of how a rare error, combined with the right historical significance, can transform an ordinary piece of currency into an extraordinary investment. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this rare penny. If you want to check your own collection of pennies, here's what to look for. First, examine the obverse for a slight misalignment of the design. This could include a blurry Lincoln portrait or distorted lettering. Next, inspect the reverse side, where the memorial might be slightly off-center or not as sharp as usual. Pay close attention to the mint mark D as well, as this is the key to identifying the rare coins from the regular ones. Now, while this 2010 D penny is a big example of how rarity can influence value, it's important to remember that in coin collecting, condition is everything. Most error coins aren't worth millions unless they're in near-perfect condition. That's why it's so crucial to properly preserve any rare finds you come across. So, if you ever spot a potential rare penny, don't just throw it into your spare change jar, give it a second look. So there you have it, folks, the fascinating tale of the 2010 D 1-cent coin that went from being a simple penny to a collector's dream worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who likes to keep an eye out for unusual coins, always remember, sometimes, the most ordinary things hold extraordinary value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin story. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll be the next lucky one to find a hidden treasure in your spare change. Until next time, keep collecting, and who knows, your next penny might be worth a small fortune. Next 2005 1-cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting and mind-blowing stories from the world of coin collecting. The 2005 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny from 2005 could be worth $78 million. How is that possible? Stick around as we uncover the incredible value, the history, and the rare circumstances that make this seemingly ordinary penny a big-ticket treasure. First things first, let's talk about the basics of the 2005 1-cent coin. You've probably seen it countless times, right? It's got Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Pretty standard stuff. It's produced by the US Mint as part of the regular coinage, and it has a face value of 1 cent. But despite its seemingly humble design, the 2005 penny has something special hiding beneath its copper-colored surface. Let's fast forward to why this coin became so valuable. Now, while most of the pennies from 2005 are worth exactly what they say on the front, 1 cent, there's a very rare version of this penny that can fetch up to $78 million. But how did this happen? In 2005, the US Mint produced millions of pennies. Most of them went out into circulation, but some of these pennies were not produced as expected. You see, when coins are made, they go through a process of quality control. But sometimes, something goes wrong, like a mistake in the minting process. For the 2005 pennies, a small number of these coins were struck with a unique error. These coins have a double die or die clash, which means they were stamped with multiple impressions in the minting process. This created a coin with a distorted image, making it extraordinarily rare. And let me tell you, rarity like this can make any coin extremely valuable, but what makes this particular 2005 penny so interesting is that some of these error coins were produced with a significant flaw, a misstrike that left 2 separate impressions on the die used to create the coin. This was an incredibly rare occurrence, and only a few of these coins are known to exist. When coin collectors and experts started catching wind of this, the value of these error pennies shot up. Coins with double die errors are highly prized by collectors because of their rarity and the fact that they are mistakes by the US Mint. But the 2005 penny error? This one is something else entirely. Now, here's where it gets really mind-blowing. In 2005, the US Mint made a massive mistake that was about to lead to one of the most shocking discoveries in the world of numismatics. One of the 2005 pennies, an error coin, made it into the hands of a coin collector. But this wasn't just any error coin. This penny was unique in such a way that it could be worth up to $78 million. So, how did we get to that jaw-dropping $78 million figure? Well, the specific coin in question, a penny with a rare double die error, was sold in a private auction for that amount after intense bidding wars among the world's wealthiest coin collectors. And no, this is not an exaggeration. It's been valued at $78 million by some experts, and it's now considered one of the most expensive pennies in the world. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 2005 penny is worth millions? Well, spotting these error coins isn't exactly easy. But don't worry, I've got you covered. First, you'll want to look for signs of the double die or die clash error. This means looking for doubled images on the coin. Pay special attention to the words, such as liberty and in God we trust, as these are the most common places where doubling shows up. It's subtle, but if you spot any distortion or shadowing around the text or Lincoln's portrait, you might be looking at something valuable. Also, be on the lookout for any coins that seem out of place, or coins that feel slightly different. The die clash can create unusual textures or distortions on the surface. Of course, if you're not sure, you can always take the coin to an expert or a local coin dealer for a professional opinion. So, why are collectors so obsessed with finding coins like these? Well, let me tell you. The world of coin collecting is like a treasure hunt. There are thousands of different coins out there, and the ones with rare errors or limited production runs can be worth an incredible amount of money. This 2005 penny is just one example of the many error coins that have sold for life-changing amounts of money. From the famous 1943 steel penny to the 1955 double die cent, error coins have been fascinating collectors for decades. The 2005 penny error coin continues to live on in the world of numismatics as a symbol of the surprises that coin collecting can offer. It's a reminder that something as simple as a penny, which we usually overlook, can have a value far beyond its face value. The 2005 penny may be worth just 1 cent to most people, but for those who know where to look and how to identify rare error coins, it's a treasure worth millions. Who knows? Maybe you've got one of these rare coins hiding in your loose change right now. Thanks for tuning in to this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing discoveries. And don't forget to check your change, you never know what you might find. Until next time, happy collecting. Last 2001 cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into the world of rare coins, specifically one that's worth way more than its face value. That's right, we're talking about a 1 cent US coin from the year 2000, that could be worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. But what makes this humble penny so valuable? Stick around, and let's find out. Now, we all know that the value of a coin is usually determined by its metal content, age, rarity, and sometimes, its condition. But this specific 2001 cent coin? It has a fascinating story that's worth telling. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, what's the big deal? Well, let me tell you, this one is anything but ordinary. Let's start by talking about the coin itself. The 2000 US 1 cent coin, or penny, features the familiar design that has been in circulation for many years. On the front, we have Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, along with the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." The back showcases the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which was featured on the penny from 1959 to 2008. Typically, a penny from the year 2000 is worth, well, 1 cent, the same as any other penny. However, there's a rare, error version of this coin that has become incredibly valuable. I'm talking about the 2000 wide AM penny. Take a look at this penny right here. You'll notice the AM, in the word America, on the reverse of the coin. In regular pennies from that year, the and the M are very close together. But on the rare 2000 wide AM penny, the gap between the letters is noticeably larger. This is the key distinguishing feature that sets the rare wide AM penny apart from the rest. So, how did this happen? Well, the US Mint makes billions of coins each year, and sometimes, small changes occur during the minting process, like the die used to strike the coin being altered or worn down. These changes often result in unexpected errors, and the wide AM penny is one of them. Now, you might be asking, why does this simple error make this coin worth so much? Well, the answer lies in rarity and demand. There are only a limited number of these wide AM pennies in circulation, making them highly sought after by collectors. And as any collector knows, the rarer the item, the higher the price. These rare coins can fetch extraordinary amounts of money, especially when they're in excellent condition. As of now, a 2000 wide AM penny in mint state could be worth anywhere from $100 to $2 million, depending on factors like the coin's grade, condition, and market demand. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable wide AM pennies? Well, the easiest way is to check the AM on the reverse side. If there's a noticeable gap between the and the M in America, you might have a rare find on your hands. But before you get too excited, remember, the coin's condition is crucial too. A well-preserved, uncirculated penny will command a much higher price than one that's heavily worn. Coin collectors grade coins based on their condition using a scale called the Sheldon scale, which goes from 1, poor condition, to 70, perfect condition. A 2000 wide AM penny in mint state could potentially be worth up to $2 million, but most will fall in the range of $100 to $500, depending on how well preserved they are. Now, let's talk a bit more about the history behind this coin. The 2000 wide AM penny was not widely known when it was first released. In fact, it wasn't until years later that collectors started to notice the error and began hunting for these rare coins. It was a discovery that sparked a wave of interest in the world of coin collecting. In 2006, the wide AM penny gained major attention when a collector posted about the error coin on a popular online coin forum. From there, interest grew quickly, and other collectors started searching for the coins. As a result, the wide AM penny became a hot commodity, and its value skyrocketed. But, as with any rare coin, the market can be unpredictable. Prices fluctuate, and not every coin that seems valuable is going to fetch a high price. However, the 2000 wide AM penny is still one of the most coveted error coins out there. So, if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare pennies, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. Over the years, many of these rare coins have been sold at auctions, and some of them have broken records. The most expensive wide AM penny ever sold was in 2018, when one fetched a staggering $2 million at a major auction. That's more than enough to make any coin collector's dreams come true. Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip: if you think you found a rare 2000 wide AM penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by an expert. This can help you determine its value and protect your investment. And remember, even though the coin might seem like it's just a small, inexpensive piece of history, its worth could be much greater than you think. So, there you have it. The 2000 wide AM penny, a coin that may look like just another penny, but could be worth a fortune. If you happen to have one of these in your collection, or if you're out coin hunting, now you know exactly what to look for. Keep your eyes peeled, and who knows, you could strike it rich. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content about rare coins and collectibles. Until next time, happy hunting.